Good morning. It is March 20-something, 23rd maybe. It's a Tuesday. I took the last few days off. It's very tired. School is ramping up a little bit more. So I just wanted to try to get on top of that. It's been taking a good amount of time away from the family so I can like de-stress and stuff. So when I'm overly stressed, I'm not the most pleasant to be around. So just trying to take things, not overload my system so that I don't get unpleasant. It's been working, so that's good. But the 6 day a week was becoming too much. I'm a big fan of Brian Alsrew over at Never State. I've been watching him for a lot of years on YouTube. And I've bought in quite a few of his programs. I have never stuck with any of them. Not that I don't like them, like they are super hardcore programs. It's just I'm not that hardcore, so I haven't stuck with them. Or I've gotten like, as I wanted to work on strength instead of making my cardio kind of hold me back with that. But as I get older, it's like I really do need cardio. It sucks. But there's no point of having all this strength if you can't, you get so winded between every set, especially like in squats, anything. Even 5 reps become hard to recover from. So my cardio is terrible. But anyways, so 6 days was becoming too much. So I switched over to one of his programs. I'm doing the 3 day a week minimalist. And Mondays are hard days. Wednesdays are hard and Fridays are hard. Wednesdays because it's in the middle of the week. Mondays because it's in the beginning of the week. And typically tend to stay up later on Sunday nights. Sorry. I'm still recovering from the workout big time. And then Fridays because it's the end of the week. I just want to relax, get done with work. Typically at school, so try to get all that stuff done. So I'm gonna try to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for my workout days. Excuse me, sorry. So 3 days a week works perfect for that. On those other days, I say, it'd be nice to do some sort of a cardio or recovery type thing. But what I ended up doing yesterday was homework. So I woke up and just did a bunch of homework. And it worked out really good. The mornings are the quietest with having kids around, and it's not, at the end of the day where I'm just completely drained anyway. So I think adding those mornings in will really help. But this semester I will finish out with the 3 day a week. I want to say I have I got a little under 4 weeks left, I think, in this semester. They do trimesters, so I think they're called trimesters. I know that's like a pregnancy thing. Right? That's a pregnancy thing. I thought there was 4 trimesters though for pregnancy. I don't know. I've never been pregnant, so I don't really know. My wife's been pregnant a couple times. Anyways, sorry, a bit scatterbrained, but anyways, today was a deadlift. It was he calls them, I think, monster sets. Sandbag over shoulder, to deadlift, and then plank. So he always like throws in he for lower body, he says he throws in an explosive movement before his main mover, then he does a main mover, and then he does an ab workout, and then he'll rest long enough to change the weights, write down the score, get a drink of water, and then he's right back into it. So the sandbag over shoulders felt really good. Don't know if I went maybe a little too heavy. I did 150 pounds. That's probably not that heavy compared to what he does, but was able to he does a lot of stuff for time too, which I could appreciate. Gets a little bit more annoying to like record somewhat. I think there's a lot of apps that have some limitations for that. But got 4 reps of that, and then I did he's got a progressive rep scheme, or it's like you progress in weight, you go down in reps for 4 sets. And then he's got kind of like this, because it's his minimalist, you stick with pretty much the same exercise. You'll see it in the video, because my last set, I do like a lot more reps, and he has it set up where it's like you drop to 80% of whatever your final set was, and you go until you hit 12, but you have to, like, if you break during the deadlift, you have to redo the entire set. So you do as many sets as possible till you hit 12 reps in deadlift. Kind of like a marathon set with, but in like a monster set style. So it's pretty cool. But since my cardio is complete trash, I can't go as heavy. If you've ever done like CrossFit or anything, you'll know like you might be able to like deadlift 600 pounds, but then if you're doing like an AMRAP or something like that, or these, like an AMRAP, EMOM, any of those CrossFit type set schemes or whatever, or 4-time, and you got to do so many deadlifts and then into some sort of a cardio like a rower or a bike or something like that. When your heart rate gets super jacked up, it doesn't matter how strong you are. It's like your bracing is gone. Everything's gone that you rely your strength on. So then you just can't push as much weight. It's just completely hanging on the mechanics of your body instead of like your form. So I wasn't able to go that heavy. I was hoping to go heavier, but since my cardio is so trash, especially after the sandbags over shoulder, it just my heart rate shot straight up. And the second to last set, it was just for 2 reps. I think I got to like 365. And that second rep, it just felt like vomit was coming up with it. It was awful. But yeah, then my last set, I was able to hit the 12 in 1 set, just because my cardio has not matched my strength level yet. So, but it's like a self-balancing progression, whatever. It's like a system. So like your strength might be way up, but your cardio is lacking. So then it will catch up, and they can kind of ride together a little bit. So there's other ways of doing it. If you have a lot more time, it is not the best way to get strong. It is not the best. It's a pretty good way to get cardio because it's cardio. You can't really screw that up. But it's not a very good way to get strong. So there's a lot better ways of joining the two, where you can focus on strength one day and cardio another day, if you want to do both of those. But when you're really short on time, stuff like this is super helpful. So, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not super strong right now, so I don't really feel like it's cutting into my strength goals, just because, if anything, it will help because it's a little bit more hypertrophy than what I was doing with the compound movements. So it kind of checks all the boxes for me. But anyways, back to Mr. Alzru. His workouts they're psychopathic. They're really good. If you've ever, like, go check them out at Neversate. I think it's neversate.com. I have no affiliation with him. Never talked to the guy. I could. He does like coaching calls or therapy calls even for like $100. They're pretty reasonable actually. He's big on mindset, which I can appreciate. But anyways, his programs are amazing. It's, in my opinion, what CrossFit should be. They're like probably the best one-stop shop programs for hitting all the aspects of fitness. So they're perfect in my opinion. Not necessarily for, I mean, he's got ones built more towards competitors, and he's trained a lot of really high level athletes. So that it's not even that, but it's like, especially for like your everyday person, they're pretty cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Bit of a ramble. I skipped the finisher because I would have to start it like right now, because I'm just feeling now like I'm recovering enough to go ahead and do it. And that's been like 20 minutes. So I'll get it. I want to make these programs work for me. So yeah, if I have to cut out bits just to kind of work into them, that's fine. I'm also in a super crazy calorie deficit right now. I've been hitting around 2,000 calories the last couple days. I went low carb, which always helps me lose weight quicker, just because it's not like the keto or anything magical with it. It just helps me crave less. The dopamine I get from like the starchier or sugary carbohydrates, it just makes me want more of it, so I tend to overeat. But if I don't have that, I don't get as much dopamine from my food, so it's like I eat slower, I don't crave as much, I'm not as hungry. And then because you have to, like, when you're doing low carb, you should like salt your food quite a bit because you're not retaining a lot of water. Since my food is a little bit extra salted, I'm sucking down a lot more water. So that helps keep me full. But the digestive system's not quite in tune with the eating yet. So it's been I get a little bit more nauseous easy. So I'm hoping by next week it should be better. So anyways, that's all I got. Sorry for the ramble. Thanks if you stuck it out this far. Have a good one.